Learning more and learning more strategies will not necessarily fix your profitability problem. And that's what a lot of people try to do. They try to go out and do a lot of new strategies to fix their profitability problem, but it's not what's going to get you there. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a little more insight about that. Now, if you're new here, I'm Sasha, the options coach. I've been teaching people to trade options over the last 15 years or so. And, as far as strategies go, there's a ton of strategies out there, from the wheel strategy to even, hey, we've got the reverse wheel. We've got vertical bridge strategy, rocket strategies, atomic leaps. I mean, there's a ton of classes that we've got here in our options black belt website. So you can take a look at that if you're interested. The link is going to be in the description down below. But check it out if you're interested, because there's a lot of strategies that we also focus on. However, these things don't always get people to profitability. The strategies are necessary because you need to be able to hit things, but a lot of times there's going to be other things that will get you to profitability. Like this class right here, we talked about micro trading, where we talked about building habits and discipline. This is actually what can get people to more profitability. Other classes and concepts really opening people's minds up is, how does drag affect your profits and your P&L curves? So these types of things is what we kind of want to focus on in terms of profitability, and that's what can get you there. But in a lot of cases, a lot of people are strategy hopping. Like what they'll do is they'll strategy hop, right? So if you've done something like this, like you go in, you say, hey, I want to learn, let's say, vertical spreads. So we go in, we start with vertical spreads. And then they say, vertical spreads don't work, or I don't like it, it's not enough profit. They might go into, I found this new thing called an iron condor. Then they go in and trade some iron condors. Then from here, they go in and say, I didn't like that, I'll go to calendar spreads. And with time, what happens, eventually they go back to vertical spreads. This is what happens. People are trying to learn more and more stuff with strategies, but it doesn't get them to profitability, and they're hopping around all over the place. So why doesn't that work? Well, in trading success, I always talk about that it kind of requires a couple of components. The first is method and strategy, which is important. Like, you got to know the strategy and the method, because if you don't do that, like if you don't understand the method and strategy, you don't know what you're doing at all. You don't know how to put on a trade. You don't know the basics, the mechanics of that. You got to kind of know that for sure. Okay, but here's the other kicker that you also need to know is you got to know money management. Some people don't know how to manage their money. They concentrate risks all in one spot, in one area, at one time. They don't know how to size things. Like, do I go with 10 shares? Do I go with 20? Do I go with 40? Do I go with one contract? Which contract do I go with? And how do I manage the number of contracts? How do I spread that money over the course of a month or 6 months? That's all money management. Or what if you got a $30,000 account versus a $600,000 account? Again, it's going to be a little bit different in management, and you got to deal with it. It's not like a bank account where, okay, yeah, you got to have some money to be able to pay for expenses. This money is dynamic. It's constantly moving, rotating. You're using money as a tool, less so money as in terms of use or utility. You're using it as a tool to make more money. So it functions differently. So people are not used to using it in terms of money managing it that way. And then the final thing is, of course, a mindset. So this is another thing that's pretty significant and serious, that many people, they just cannot get there as far as learning more things. And because the mindset is not there, they're more emotional, and they don't know how to handle their own losses, or even wins for that matter. They win a lot and then they go blow a bunch because they put on bigger trades thinking they're very confident. So all of these things do require good discipline. You have to have all three components to making things work and function. That's where success comes in. But what happens with learning is that people try to go out and learn more stuff, right? They try to learn more stuff, but they don't do the inner work. They don't do the inner work that's necessary to be able to get better at things. They don't do the mental exercises of how do you deal with fear? How do you deal with loss? How do you deal with wins? They don't do those things. They focus more on learning. And before we even get even further, let's define what learning is, because what a lot of people think learning for them is really, okay, they say, well, I'm going to go learn this new thing, the 0 DTE iron condor. And they think that when they go out and learn stuff, okay, this is kind of a knowledge base type of thing. But learning is actually not where we input knowledge into your brain. if you really look at learning, learning is a behavior change. Okay, so you might say, well, why is that? Well, think about it like this. When you were a baby, okay, assuming you were a baby at one point, not that you probably remember, when you were a baby and you go in and you're crawling around on the floor, okay, so you crawled on the floor, eventually you started to learn to walk. Okay, and nowadays, I doubt you crawl on the floor as often unless you're playing with babies, kids, or doing some kind of form of exercises. In most cases, most people are now walking or running, but they went from crawling to walking. And you've learned how to walk, and now you go in and walk. So you've changed your behavior from crawling to walking. So when we go in and we start looking at trading, a lot of people think about, well, yeah, I'm going to watch this webinar, I'm going to watch this lecture, I'm going to do these classes, and I'm going to learn some stuff. But the issue here is we're inputting and gathering knowledge and information. We're not necessarily learning. So when you actually truly learn, you're changing behavior. And what that means is that, let's say you are doing naturally, okay, we're going to say 10 contracts at a time. But what you've learned is that instead of doing 10 contracts at once, okay, when you do a trade, whether that's covered calls, whether that's vertical spreads, doesn't matter what it is. But you're doing 10 contracts and you're doing it in one spot, okay? Well, what you now have learned is that, hey, well, I could go in and do those 10 contracts over the course of 20 days. Okay, and now you've got 20 days that you might be doing this over. And what you're doing is every handful of days, basically we've got 20 trading days. So every 2 days, you will put on one contract. Okay, so we do, 2 days, we do one contract. 2 days, we throw another one contract. We do 2 days, we throw another one contract. So over time, what's going to happen is that you will get to, one contract and one contract at a time. And now what you're going to do is smooth out your risk curve. You're going to smooth out the volatility. You're going to smooth out the pricing. So with time, what's going to happen is you will build up to the 10 contract lot, and you've learned how to do that. Now, somebody who's just gathered the information, what they do is, well, yeah, I'm going to do that, but they still put on the 10 contracts at one time. Somebody who's actually learned and changed their behavior, they now go in and do maybe one contract every 2 days or one contract every 5 days. They spread their capital. This way, by the end of the 20 days, they have accumulated 10 contracts in different zones, different areas, different prices, different expirations. And in addition, some of those contracts have matured further than others. So this way, by the time you get to maybe even 15 days later, right over here, you get to 15 days later, these earlier contracts are there taking off or being taken off for a profit. So that's what we want to really think about and understand, is that when we're learning things, that we're actually changing our behavior, we're adapting and modifying things. Other than that, you're just really discussing things or gathering knowledge or information. But if you change behavior, it actually can make improvements to your trading. And that's why I say for most people, when they're learning things, they don't necessarily get to profitability because it doesn't really fix the underlying issues. They've acquired knowledge, they've gotten some information, they hear some things, they hear some stories, they get some ideas, but they don't make changes to their behavior. And that is very difficult to do. Now, one of the reasons that is difficult to do is because what happens is that when we go in, we don't necessarily see ourselves from an outer perspective. So what we have to do is, like, let's say this is us. We need to be able to see ourselves from this outer perspective. So let's say there you are, okay? You got to be able to see yourself from that outer perspective. And if you do see yourself from that outer perspective, you say, hey, this thing that you're doing over here, this is bad or not as good. And this thing over here that you're doing, this is a good thing that you're doing. And then over here, this is where you need to make some changes, and this is what you're going to try or attempt to do, and then see how your profits affect that, and then either stick with it or not. But it's very difficult to do. It's the same thing where a lot of people, they know what it takes to get six-pack abs. You have to probably run, you have to exercise, you have to eat healthy, eat well, cut out the junk food. There's a lot of different things. So people that know what to do, but can they actually do it, the habit, the discipline that's required? It's much more difficult, right? So in either case, the point being here is that when you're looking at learning, when you're trying to get to profitability, when you're trying to eliminate the losses, and you're trying to do it through knowledge and education, a lot of that needs to also be followed up through a behavior change, which for a lot of people is very difficult to do because most people are not honest with themselves of how are you behaving, how are you performing, are you becoming a little crybaby online, social media, complaining, are you yapping around in the YouTube comments or on those social media posts? If that's the case, well, yeah, okay, well, yeah, then be honest with yourself. Yeah, I'm being a little crybaby about it, and I can't be honest with myself. So that's a huge issue and problem. You have to be able to see yourself clearly, objectively, and say, look, these are the things I'm doing wrong. These are the things I'm doing bad. It's very similar, like in nature or in a regular life where you have a relationship with friends, colleagues, significant others, where, hey, you know what? I screwed up. I probably could have done a little bit better there. People who struggle doing things like that, they kind of push things aside. They don't want to admit their faults. They probably will not be good at trading because they won't see those things that, hey, this was not done as well. I need to make improvements in this area, in this zone, and this section. And in that case, we need to work on it a little bit better. My money management, let's say, sucks. I have to improve it. Let me try these 3 things next and see which one works better or best for my personality type or for my style or for my account size. But people don't want to do that. Or we want to distort things. I still did pretty well, right? Because society these days in general says, tap yourself on the back. You're doing a great job. Positive reinforcement. And although that's important because you don't want to just keep, pressing negative ideas onto you, but you still got to be objective about it, saying, hey, I could have done this better. I'm not saying be negative to yourself, but be clear and be honest with what's happening, what's going on, so you can make changes and improve yourself through behavior changes. And that's really where the success will come, through fixing those problems. Anyways, hope that helps, gives you a little insight to learning overall and how it affects you in terms of trading. Really, for a lot of people, they're going to focus more and more on strategy and strategy nonstop. And that's where a lot of I have a ton of classes on strategy, right? People say, oh, I want to learn leaps. Well, we've got a class on leaps. Oh, I want to learn how to, let's say, do iron condors, and well, I have a class on iron condors as well. But there's other classes there that are also just as important as far as risk to reward. Like, how do you really balance the risk to reward? These are quite important things that many people overlook, or they're not as interested in it. But it's just as important. For example, also scaling accounts. How do I scale different accounts, or how do I go from one level to the other? Maybe at the beginning, you're just trying to build skill sets. You're not actually trying to make money. And then later, you're trying to learn about rotation. You're like, but I want to trade more money. You're not ready for it yet. And then later, you get into risk management. Then you get into, preservation of capital. So it's very different. But that's not where people want to go. So it's important that you realize what stage you're in, and that you take all these components and you evolve it. But a lot of people, they strategy hop from one thing to the next, and then they eventually come back full circle. Maybe they've picked up a few things and have changed some behavior based on the things that they've tried. But that's the best way to evolve is really through the behavior change. That's where you're really learning, and you need a handful of these components in order to make it work. Most people start out with the strategy, then they get into money management, and then a lot of it later on becomes mindset and just mental clarity, because you got to have that later. Sometimes some people will have the mindset already there. It's just natural for them. But in most cases, most people will start with the strategy, then get into money management, and then the mindset. That's usually what I've seen it after coaching people for the last decade or so. So anyways, if you have some questions, feel free to reach out on our website. We've got a handful of different classes, from, defending covered calls to scaling trading accounts that we've shown you there earlier. So check out our website if you like, and the link's going to be there in the description down below. Maybe I'll see you in one of my future classes. But if not, you can also book a free 20-minute chat with me to check out your trading strategy, things you're doing, or poke holes in what you're doing. And maybe if you're interested in some coaching or one-on-one, we can chat a little bit further from there. Anyways, thanks again. and I will see you on the next one. Take care.